Montauk State Park opened in 1926 and is the headwaters of the Current River. The area was named by settlers from Montauk, New York, who came to the area and started a village in the 1800s. One of the old grist mills built in 1896 is still standing. Montauk State Park is known for being one of 3 trout parks in Missouri State Park system. We had Site 243, which did have access to the Current River. The spring-fed river kept our site fairly cool for the whole duration of our time. It was beautiful. What did you say?
How would you like to see my feet?
Yeah. They're great. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta put on my proper shoes. On this trip, we had waterproof phone covers so that I could do videos while we were in the river, and it worked perfectly for footage. However, it kept picking up a lot of noise from my hands.
We have bluffage.
We had bluffage. Here, once we get into the sunny area, I wanted to show the water. I always like that. I mean, like you can see my shadow. Yeah, it's pretty.
There was some really big, I can't think of the name of the fish. They sell them at the pet stores. They're,
Guppies?
no, they're bottom feeders.
I know, it was great. I love it. I love it.
Ryder when I need her help with something.
Right. So you just stare for a minute while I do a little bit of filming. There's some bluffage over here.
All the boulders, have you noticed, kind of have a square look to them.
Mm-hmm.
I always think of boulders being round, but all these are square in this river.
The Current River was the first river in America to become a National Scenic Riverway. The Current River is thought to be the most flooded river in the United States and is the most spring-fed river in Missouri and can be floated year-around. The Current River is rated as a Class 1, with some parts being a Class 2 river for kayaking. The water temperatures are around 60 degrees. One of the many excursions off of the Current River is to see Welch Spring. Goes up in there. I'm still rolling, apparently. Neat.
So it makes it seem like you have to, like it seems further to walk down.
Uh-huh.
Could you imagine
a little treacherous.
It's just a normal part of your life.
Especially when you're trying to film it. Interesting. Wow. Oh, wow. The cave's in here, and they built a hospital over the cave that you're not allowed to go in now. Very interesting. That was a hospital. They say there's underground, yeah, the cave. Sanitarium. Neat bluffs. And they go all the way up there. The hospital was built in 1913 when an Illinois doctor named C.H. Dill bought Welch Spring. He believed that the spring water had healing properties and that the cool, pollen-free air coming from the adjacent cave would be beneficial for people with asthma, emphysema, and tuberculosis, which together were called consumption at the time. He said that it worked for him, helping him with a chronic case of hay fever. To tap this clean air resource, Dr. Dill built a hospital over the mouth of the cave. Welch Spring, which flowed from the cave, was dammed up so that the water would close off the entrance. This was to force more air out through the cave opening into the hospital. Welch Spring is reported to be the 5th largest spring in Missouri. Along the way, we stopped for lunch on a small island, where we also got in and swam a little bit. Starting sometime in the early 1800s, the Current River provided a route for mail, travel, and trade into the Acres area. Acres Hamlet developed as a trading and social center around the site of the present Acres Ferry. Wagons began being ferried across the Current River in the 1850s and is still in operation today. Acres Ferry canoe rental opened in the 1940s.
But you know what? Every time that's said by a 12-year-old or whatever the hell it is, they still end up nuts. Because that's just the way it is. Yeah. About the time, judging by the colors. Ooh. Wow, this is a great swimming hole. If you had a beach, you know, of course. You know where to be. I just heard a drunk guy say he wants to do Lower James. No, you don't. What a neat area. This is a great swimming hole, but there's really nowhere to beach yourself. Oh, over here maybe. Yeah, I'm surprised no one's here.
Pretty flowers.
Wow, this is beautiful. They don't want Springfieldians to know about it, apparently. Okay, I'm seeing some gurgling, so let's do some. I used to know what that was because I did a whole report on it. But totally look like it. It kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
So at 70 miles an hour going down the freeway, I can tell you which way the tape's at. Right or left of this little island coming up, baby? I think right. I see some rocks sticking out.
Mm-hmm. I got it on film. That's nice. All right. Let me finish.
Alright, I guess we can pass these people. I didn't really want to pass the group. Yeah. We will if we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bluffs, baby. I love you, baby.
Love you, baby.
See, this is peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I was going to pass these people. Or maybe I should. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get this footage
Kind of in
first.
between. I was kind of wanting to do what they're doing, and that's almost doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Successful. Oh, yeah. Neat. Wow. Look at the spider web. There's spiders. Spiders. Ooh, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I don't know. People
Behind
probably.
us in the forest.
Oh, I thought it was people. I thought it was people.
You thought what?
I thought it was people screaming.
Back here.
Oh.
It's kind of a weird, almost cat-like sound.
Oh, the reflection of the bluff is in the water. Neat. What the hell was that?
I think a bird. It just did it again.
Mm-hmm.
We saw somebody one. Oh, that's a huge. We saw somebody one time that said that in a video a long time ago. That the rudest thing you can ever do to somebody is point at something and say, "Look at that."
I don't know. Gotten a route better, but.
Yeah. Right. And if I could ever get to be like a grown up and just go 60 highway to 63, and then I bet we could take at least half an hour off of this yesterday travel.
Probably.
But
Yeah, if I had had the proper map, that would have helped.
I just was. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Just wasn't super comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting in water. It's weird that they kind of hit the bottom.
The current river is the greatest river to float. Floating in Missouri basically means you don't have to paddle. The current just takes you with you, and it's appropriately named. Uh-huh.
Baby.
What? I love you. Check you out.